Page numbers are probably one of the main things that a master document can control for you. So the way this is going to work is instead of getting page numbers from the subdocuments, you're going to put the page number commands inside the master document. So let's take a look at how that's going to work. Here in the document, I'm going to go to the Insert tab, and I'm going to choose the footer option, and I'm going to choose to edit the footer. So I'm just going to drop us right into the footer. So you can see that I'm in the footer here for section 1. The thing that you should know is that when you're working with master documents, you will be working in a multi-sectioned file. So if you're not familiar with working with sections, you may want to go back and check out some of the information that's found in the intermediate and the advanced course around how you work with sections in a Word document. But essentially, each time you insert a subdocument, that subdocument comes in and it's created in a brand new section. So you, in theory, could have different page numbers for each section in your document. Now, normally we don't do that. We usually have page numbers that run consecutively all the way through section 1 to the end. But the sectioning does give us the option of being able to have different page numbers or different styles of page numbers for different sections. Here, though, we're going to do it very straightforward, the way we normally would, which is to have the same consistent numbering from beginning to end. If that's what we want to achieve, the main thing you need to make sure of is that this section name reads Footer Section 1. That's where you want to put this. I'm going to use my previous button up on the ribbon just to show you what the previous section is. It's a first page footer for section 1. That's the cover page. Normally page numbers don't show up on a cover page. Word is smart enough to know that, so it actually created a unique first page for section 1 where we're not going to put a page number. And then here in the footer for section, the full footer for section 1 is where we are going to make sure our insertion point is where we want the number to appear. We're going to go to page number. I'm going to choose bottom of page, and I'm going to put it right there in the middle. Beautiful. And then if I choose the next button, again up here on my header footer ribbon, you can see that here's footer section 2, and I can see I've got a page number there as well. And if I move on to the next one, so on, you can see here I am in section 4, and I've got consecutive numbering going. So what does this mean? Well, I'm going to first of all close out of my header and footer using the button on the ribbon. I now can see that here in the master document in the footer I have my page numbers, but it's also going to help, and you may have noticed this if you were at a sharp eye and were paying attention, that my page numbers when I built the table of contents originally came in a little wonky, right? I mean, I've got page 2 and then it goes to page 1 and then it goes to page 2 again. The reason for this is the subdocuments, some of them probably, likely have page numbers there. So for lack of any other page numbers in this document, Word just pulled from what it saw in those files. But by now adding it to the master, we can override that. So when I right mouse click here on the table of contents and choose to update the fields, I'm going to say page numbers only is fine. You can see now the page numbers are in sync and they make more sense, right? We go from page 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. So that's the way page numbers work in your master documents. It's really important that you understand sections though. So if you need a little refresher before you try it on your own, definitely check out those other videos.